just literally don't have another time to record this, so I have to do this now. And I heard them crowing and chirping like 5 minutes before I started, so hopefully they will give us a little time before they start again. So I thought it would be cool to do a history of the PC video, sort of like our old facts video about the history of automobiles. But next week we will resume our little space fact mini-series with part 2. Let's get started. In 1977, the first wave of home computers, the Trinity, as dubbed by Bit Magazine. These were the TRS-80, selling over 10,000 in the first month, which had hence the name AZ-80 microprocessor. The Commodore PET used the newly marketed MOS 6502 microprocessor and was quickly beaten by the Apple II due to its high color graphics, and it even came with the game Breakout on cassette as a standard package. All these offered 4 KB or 8 KB of RAM, and it utilized basic programming language and cassette storage. In 1978, the 5 1/4 inch floppy disk was released, and although there were previous versions, they were too expensive for the PC. The 5 1/4 inch was the most common form of PC data storage until the CD's release. In 1981, the dawn of the laptop, or portables, begins. In this year, both the Osborne 1 and Epson HX20 were released. The Osborne 1 weighed 24 pounds, had no battery, and a 5-inch CRT screen. The Epson had a 120 by 32 pixel LCD screen, a small printer, and a rechargeable battery. The IBM PC 5150 was, to many, the PC they remember as the original. It had dual 5.25-inch floppy disk drives, 64 KB RAM, and successful BIOS. So successful, in fact, that it led to a group of new companies termed IBM compatibles, including Compaq, Dell, and HP. Can you imagine carrying around a 24-pound laptop? That's like, yeah, I'm gonna bring over my laptop, guys. Let's clear out the back seat so I got a place to put it. It's just like, you might as well be carrying around dumbbells because that is crazy. Now they're like, what is the new Apple? Like a pound. The newest one. It's just, I mean, I remember old PCs, but a 24-pound laptop, you might as well carry around your tower. Okay, in 1982, the Commodore 64 was the highest selling single personal computer ever, with over 20 million sold by 1994. In 1983, it was selling as many units as every other computer combined, due to its low cost and availability in retail stores. This was also the year the first flip-style laptops appeared, including the Grid Compass 1100, which cost over $8,000 and which was used mainly by NASA, the military, and other organizations. An $8,000 laptop that probably had as much computing power as a old cell phone, like the very first. No, it probably had less power than that. The very first smartphone. It had less than that. That's just disgusting. $8,000, and that was in 1982 or 83. So $8,000 in 1983 was even more than it is now. So that's just like, what, $20,000. I don't even know what the exchange would be, but that's so expensive. In 1983, this was a big year for touch technology. The Gavilan SC was the first computer advertised as a laptop and had the world's first touchpad. The HP 150, the first home computer with touchscreen technology, was also released. It detected finger movements through a built-in grid of infrared beams across the monitor's front. However, the sensors collected dust and needed a lot of cleaning. Touch technology would be a difficult concept to master, with many brands releasing their devices, all with their own issues, and many chose to go for the simpler stylus system, including Apple with their PDA, the Newton, many years later in 1993. 1984. The reign of with the Macintosh, giving many their first look at a GUI, or graphical user interface, a vital part of any modern PC. Its supreme graphics were a result of the Mac Paint program. In this year, one of the biggest changes came for computing: the CD-ROM. It was a few years until CDR and RWs came along, but the CD allowed for greater storage and easier data management. In 1985, Windows 1.0 was born, giving the GUI interface of the Mac to Windows and stepping away from MS-DOS. It was quoted by Gates as unique software designed for the serious PC user. Utilizing drop-down menus, icons, scroll bars, and information boxes, as well as the much-loved MS Paint. In 1988, the Compaq SLT 286 was released and was the first laptop to use VGA display commercially. In 1990, Windows NT was released, another GUI style interface and an improvement on 1.0, sparking legal issues between Microsoft and Apple about the way the software looked and felt. Tim Berners-Lee also built the World Wide Web in 1990, giving us the first look at the Internet as we know it. It included HTTP, the most important Internet protocol, HTML, a web coding language, and the first web browser, web server, and web pages describing the project. In 1994, the Apple Power Macintosh was released, a high-end PC aimed at digital media and graphic designers, and thus the bond was established. Also in this year, Netscape's browser was born and gave way to a new wave of people accessing the web. In 1995, the operating system Windows 95 was launched, and due to its huge success, became the system at the forefront for a long time. 95 was the first Windows OS with built-in internet support, to use the plug-and-play concept, and to feature the iconic Start Menu taskbar and Minimize Maximize and close options. I believe I used Windows 95 for a long time and was hesitating to switch to newer versions. XP came out, everyone kept XP and skipped, the other operating systems for a while there. And I think just now, Windows 7, people started switching, but I stood on XP for a long time as well. I still think a lot of people are using XP, like in Asian countries and stuff. In 1998, Google, everyone's favorite search engine, was created. Google brought for many the developments in web browsing they needed and saw more people using the web. 1999, Apple released its new iBook, the first device to have a Wi-Fi slot for the new industry standard wireless platform, and other brands quickly followed suit. Wi-Fi drastically improved home computing, allowing connection wherever you were within its range. This meant PCs would soon become commonplace in bedrooms and studies without the need for a cable. In 2000, the first USB flash drives were sold, improving on data management again. However, this wouldn't be as quick a death for the CD as they were for floppy disks. In 2001, the most popular OS of our time, Windows XP, was released. XP became the standard to which all else aspired. It had numerous versions in its lifetime and supported the latest in technology, including remote desktop, system restore, and encrypting file system. In 2002, the Microsoft tablet PC was, as the name suggests, the first real PC-style tablet. It used a stylus-based touchscreen and ran Windows XP Tablet Edition, but due to their weight it had little success. This was also the year 1 billion PCs were officially sold. 2004, a game-changing year for home computing. Facebook was launched, gaining over 1 billion users to date. Skype was also released, giving a simple and cheaper way of internet communication. 2005. This year saw the death of the much-loved IBM, as it sold itself to Lenovo. YouTube was launched in 2005, giving us all infinitely more ways to procrastinate. In 2006, this year gave way to Microsoft's biggest failure, Windows Vista. Okay, that was the one I was thinking of. I couldn't think of the name because I never really used it. I hated Vista. I think I tried it and I was like, fuck this. Windows Vista. Vista was supposed to be a huge success, offering BitLocker drive encryption software for the first time, a more focused media center, and a brand new look. However, it was far from a success with the press and techies. It was released prematurely with numerous problems, such as its limited amount of compatible drivers. 2007, Asus released the EEE, the first ultra-portable laptop called netbooks, a term coined by Intel. It was a huge success due to its small size, low cost, and weight. It had a 4 GB disk and 7-inch screen and gave way to a new wave of computing, with many other brands releasing their versions. In this year, Estonia gave the world definitive proof of the significance of home computing when it carried out a general election on the internet. Although not technically home computing, in this year the Apple iPhone was released, and like the tablet, saw many people move away from their PCs. 2009, Windows 7. It's still the option many companies go for. Windows 7 was built for the wireless age after Microsoft realized the success of laptops and the need to connect on the go. 2010, the Apple iPad, the most well-known tablet of all, was born. With its 9.7-inch touchscreen display and the hordes of apps available, it soon became a huge hit with customers, and competitor Android-based devices started flooding the market. 2012, the best of both worlds as it seems. The Microsoft Surface, with its detachable keyboard and kickstand, allowed you to have the convenience of a tablet with the usability of a laptop. This was also the era of Windows 8, with its touch-friendly app and tile interface. 8 was the first real multi-platform software for use with touch devices and traditional PCs. It featured the Windows Store, a marketplace for apps. Although a great system for touch devices, it seemed to be less successful for the traditional PC. The start button being the biggest complaint. I was never a big fan of Windows 8. I stuck with Windows 7. But I did move to Windows 10, so I feel like Windows 10 is a mix between 7 and 8, so it's not too bad. Although there are some issues that I don't like about 7, but that's a whole nother, 10, but that's a whole nother rant. 2013, the Apple MacBook used the revolutionizing Retina display technology, which had 400 pixels per inch and was crowned one of the slimmest laptops around. 2015, Windows 10 is released, a free to upgrade OS. 75 million devices running, 10 in the first month. Microsoft definitely pushed the boundaries and improved the system significantly, offering a voice system similar to Apple's Siri, called Cortana, and the return of the start bar menu that many skeptics are more than happy to fall for Microsoft once again. That's all I have. I know there was a ton of stuff that was not mentioned. Linux was never talked about in this, or anything like, that, because that is a whole other, that could be a whole other video, Linux operating systems. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave comments. I love seeing your guys' comments. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I don't think, it doesn't look like I'm gonna hit my original goal of 500 subscribers by September. We might hit 500 subscribers in September, but I was trying to reach 500 by like September 1st, but I don't think that's gonna happen right now because I think I'm at around 418 subscribers. So unless we get like a huge influx of subscribers, I think I'll have to settle for 500 by sometime in September, which is okay. I don't mind, but I don't know. I was just hoping to get it like the day before or on September 1st or something. But I can't complain because we've been growing pretty steadily for a while, and it's been really cool. So I thank you guys for all your support, and everyone who's still listening at the end. I appreciate it. I'm still trying to think what I want to do for like the 500 subscriber video. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do for that video. Maybe I'll do like a drinking thing and a let's play while I'm drinking or something, and just like a casual type talking with everyone. I'll keep thinking about it though. Yeah, I'll keep thinking. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great weekend and enjoy yourselves. Get a good sleep, and I will see you guys soon, and I believe Monday